Hey, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ashleigh here, and today I'm going to be making over these two end tables that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so like I said, I got both of these on Facebook Marketplace, and I got them for $20. Got them from a really nice lady who's unfortunately, when I went and picked these up, y'all, her dog had passed away the night before, and I was there comforting her. It was an awkward situation. It was raining, but I felt so bad for her. Oh my God, it was terrible. So anyways, I brought these cuties home because they have so much potential. The inside, just all of these were just nasty. They were in her garage, so yes, they need a good little cleaning and stuff before I get everything prepared for painting. So I'm just spraying bleach so all of that mold stuff and everything can kind of die off, and then I'm going to wipe everything up. So I did this for both of the end tables, and then like this little slide out piece that I guess, I don't know, you can write on it or whatever. So I'm now taking out the drawer tracks because I don't need those, because the bottom part of this drawer was the bottom part of this end table was actually broken, so it didn't have like the inside, so I just went ahead and just took it out so I can just have that free space down there. So I'm not going to be replacing the drawer. I'm just going to be planking the bottom to make this like an open space. So I'm using extra 1x2s that I had. They're leftover scrap pieces. They're primed already, and I am going and I'm cutting each one to what they need to be the right size for the inside. Okay, so once everything was cut, I still had that one little side to the far right, and I took a piece of the wood to my table saw, cut out the size that I needed, and then once I put all of them back in there, it slid in, pop, nice and perfect. The next thing I did was I decided that I wanted a piece in the front to cover the ends of each piece. So I went and cut it out, placed it in the front with some Gorilla Glue, and nailed that in. After that, I needed to cut some of the pieces a little bit because they were too far forward. So I just went, marked where I needed to get them cut, and cut them out on my miter saw, and then placed them all back to make sure everything fit nice. After that, I started to putty up all of the holes that were there, and I moved on to sanding the outside body. So to sand the outside, I went in between a 220 grit and then also like a 120, because some of the areas were a little bit rough that I needed to sand down a little bit more. Everything was nice and sand and wiped down, I am just taking the paint that I will be using, which was a color match, and then also some of this paint transformer. I'm going to mix the paint transformer with some water, and then I'm going to add it to my paint. I normally do not do it this way, y'all, but I just did it this way this time. But I'm going to mix everything up nicely, and then I'm going to start to paint this. So yes, I did hand paint this. I mean, they were just two end tables. I could have sprayed use my paint sprayer, but sometimes I just like to go ahead and, actually for the most part, I like to just use my paintbrush, especially if you use the good ones. Okay, so besides my camera angle being terrible, the coloring is so off, but this is after the first coat. Looks very terrible, just like the camera footage, but this is what it looked like after two coats. So after everything was nice and dry, I'm just taking a 220 grit first, and then I took a 400 and I'm smoothing everything out. After that, as you guys know, I always put wax on there or just some type of clear coating matte is one of my favorites because I don't do much glossy. So as you can see now, I am just staining that one part. The color is golden oak. And then now I decided to go ahead and paint the insides of the drawers. So I took off the tracks so that I can do this nice and neat and I wouldn't have paint all over the tracks. And I did about 3 coats for the drawer insides, and then I added on the hardware. So this is how the tables turn out. I absolutely love how these look. This color is amazing. So I did a color match from one of the pictures that is going to be up in the girls' room. I also am showing you guys that I did add a basket to the bottom of this, and it's a super cute touch in their room. It does have books in it. Speaking of their room is coming together so good, and I cannot wait to share everything with y'all. So I love this little pull out part too though, because the warmness of the wood with this color and the knobs, which I already had, ooh, everything came together so good. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.